For the last 5 years, we have rented camper vans in Europe.
Join us in this video as we share our tour of this Road Surfer 136 Nomad camper.
And share what we thought about this rental.
We're Rich and Robin,
And these are our midlife adventures.
living in and out of our midlife van.
Looks like a shorty, 135. How do you like that right side chair, Rich?
Fun Fiat Ducato, then it was converted into this camper van by Weissman.
And is it a little rattly?
It is a little rattly. I think some's coming from the screen, and then some is coming from the
Definitely the cabinets.
Probably the stovetop.
Yes, that also. But if it was ours for good, there's no way Rich would put up with all these rattles.
We would have countermeasures for each of these rattles.
So this is the Road Surfer Roadhouse. It is a Fiat Ducato, produced by Weinsberg. Weinsberg also made, or kind of fabricated, the vans that we had rented from Indie Campers. So a pretty popular German company that does it. So the interior is pretty similar to what we have already seen.
Has a pop-up roof bed for 2 more people. I'm assuming there is the bug nut, and there's the blackout. Lots of storage space, and I think we explained all this before, all the levels, the heat, water heater, another light switch. Oh, that's for the outside. And another USB-C, and we got the sink, the cooktop, and lots of drawers, or 2 drawers. One is other things. Got some shelves, more storage. It came with a little broom. That's the first time for us in a rental.
A room, yeah.
There's the ladder for the pop-up tent. Close that, just keep the sun out. We have a twin-size comforter. Got lots of windows back here. Got the Road Surfer sticker on the side. They all open. They all have screens, and they all had blackout shades. What we got over here? USB? USB-A, the old style. Got some speakers. We got a 230 outlet on this side. We got shelves on the front ones and just a big old empty spot on the back one. Got our food. What are all the lights? You got lights above. Why?
LEDs.
Why so many?
I think for eating. If you're eating like this.
It's a lot of light. Oh, we got a little smoke detector. And then you got the mood lighting.
All the way up here. The other one.
Jeez. I think they did the Rich lighting system. A lot of light. And not sure what this is for, but it was right here when we rented the van. I guess so you don't hit your head on this, but you can hit your head on everything else around. It's fine. And the shower, there's a hook there for a towel. There's a hook there for a towel. It's just a curtain, Rich.
Just a curtain. Sounds familiar, huh? And it just has these little clips, these little black clips, where it just kind of, they're magnets and clips together. I hang it up there to try to keep the door and the walls dry.
It's just the rest of the bathroom.
You pull the faucet out of the sink and use that on top. So
Voila. Not a lot of room in this one. This one's a little smaller than what we've used in other rentals, but it worked.
As you could tell, this probably looks very similar to the ProMaster. The Ram ProMaster is the sister for the Fiat Ducato. So here's some of the things. It's kind of cool. This little step comes out. So the step is nice, and where it actually is a fun trick. So I think we're gonna have to look into this. Pretty stout step. Here's fresh water comes into here. It's locked. It has a separate key. There is a bike rack, which is very close from hitting me in the head every time we open it. The back doors. Here's where shore power comes in. And then here's the exhaust for the water heater, and also the exhaust for the van interior heater. This is how you get to the portable toilet. So it's a cassette, but what's nice about this one is the Thetford one, you can actually remove the bottom half of the cassette toilet and then take it into the porta potty, or I'm sorry, take it out and then go dump it into black water waste, or just bring it into any toilet and dump it out.
Take in the toilet, walk of shame, go dump it.
Here's where you drain the gray water, so anything coming from the shower or the sinks, and that's just drains right out. Some campgrounds will have, in Europe, they have kind of like you drive up and it has like a V shape concrete like tub. You open it and it just drains into that, and then drains into a gray water large tank or a sewer. They have two different versions. This one actually has a pop-up tent that you can have two people sleep up there. The other one's without the pop-up tent, then has bunk beds in the back. So we've experienced both of those with Indie Camper.
Comes with, should come with 4.
Or do we pay extra?
No. Should come with 4 little like camping chairs. These are actually pretty robust. They probably hold like maybe 300 pounds. Ours only came with 3. I think most of the time there's supposed to be 4. It comes with a table, comes with a wheel ramps, and then a Rubbermaid with all these cooking utensils you need.
It's supposed to be open?
Nope. That's where the propane gas tank is. Also in this bag here is all the shore power cables.
Yeah, so it's a little bucket.
A little portable pad in our way. So here's a outdoor shower, so a quick disconnect for this hose to connect to, and then you're able to flip the pump on and then control the water temperature.
The trip is coming to an end. Our
Third night
71 hours is almost over.
It was fun. It was good. I'm glad we got to go to places where we've never been before, so it was good to see some of that area.
3-day road trip. Rich puts a big checkbox on England.
Check.
He has seen it all.
Looks like over 800 miles.
What are your last minute reviews of Road Surfer van, Rich?
Well, first, for the van, we're pretty used to this van. It is a little bit shorter than what we're used to.
Yes.
It's a 136 instead of a 159.
And we've rented 159s. We own a 159. It just, to me, seemed like this is good for one person. I mean, we're used to small spaces.
Yeah,
but
I mean, we made it work, but we were bumping into
for
each
3
other.
days it worked.
Yeah.
I don't know about a longer one. Definitely not 4 people. It holds 4 people, and I don't even really fit in the bathroom.
I think kids. If you had 2 adults, 2 small kids, the kids, it's got a pop-up tent. So.
But we're 5'10". We could sleep in it fine. But the restroom was very tight. To use the toilet, showering for sure, very tight.
Yeah, that bathroom is pretty tight. The bed wasn't bad.
The bed was okay, yes.
And
it wasn't quite a double,
fridge,
but it wasn't a twin.
The fridge seems like there was enough room for stuff, you know.
For 3 days, the fridge was more than enough room for us.
Yeah.
The storage, there's tons of storage here. There's storage above the dinette. There's storage above the sink and stove. In the back, there's 2 cabinets on each side. In the kitchen, there is the 2 drawers and the big closet shelf. And then there's just more than enough storage for 2 people, I would say.
Yeah.
You don't want to bring that much stuff with you.
No, I think that storage, they did a good job with storage. The van itself is a right-hand drive, and the other vans we've had from Indie Camper that were made by Wiseman were manual transmissions. This is automatic, so kind of mixed feelings. It's nice to have the manual transmission, but it also is more comfortable just with the automatic. It has an aftermarket, a Pioneer head unit, and the CarPlay's been really glitchy, where it just keeps on disconnecting. We have to reconnect. So, but other than that, not a bad machine.
Thanks for watching.
Check out our other videos where we share our tips and tricks for renting camper vans in Europe, as well as our other camper van rental tours.
Subscribe to follow along on our next adventure.